Monica was a 21-year-old young adult woman. She secured a job in a reputable IT company through campus recruitment. Her work shift usually ended around midnight. That day too, after finishing her tasks, she left the office and reached the railway station, using her bike for transportation. After crossing the cycle, Monica stood patiently on the platform waiting for her train. Suddenly, her eyes were drawn to the LED board at the railway station. Unlike the usual scenario, the name and schedule of the incoming train were not visible today. The LED on the display board was flickering intermittently. Suddenly, the power supply to the platform went out, and it became dark everywhere. Before anyone could comprehend what was happening, Monica's train arrived at the platform. Without any delay, along with the other passengers, Monica swiftly boarded the train. It was already 11:30 at night by this time. There were only a handful of passengers visible on the train today. Monica put on some loud music in her headphones, closed her eyes, and rested her head against the seat's backrest. In just a brief while, the loud music. Due to the utter exhaustion from the entire day, she had inadvertently dozed off. After a brief while, her phone began ringing. The sound of the ringtone abruptly woke Monica up. Her father's name was illuminated on the screen. When Monica answered the call, she heard her father's voice. "Monica dear, did you manage to catch the train?" "Yes, Dad. I'm presently on the train, so kindly don't worry." "Which station have we arrived at?" Upon hearing her father's inquiry, Monica promptly opened her eyes and glanced around her compartment. She found it hard to believe what she was seeing. The whole coach was entirely enveloped in darkness. There was absolutely no display visible, and not a single announcement could be heard.
I believe there might be an issue here. There's absolutely nothing visible in the train. All the lights are completely turned off, and there isn't any announcement being made at all.
"Dear, kindly inquire with any nearby passenger about what is happening."
Dad, the whole coach is empty, and I'm alone here.
What exactly are you saying, dear? I'm genuinely feeling quite scared. As soon as the train comes to a halt at the next station, please get off there. I'll come over to pick you up.
All right, Dad.
Monica was patiently waiting for the train to come to a halt at the subsequent station. Typically, this particular train makes a stop at the next station every 10 or 12 minutes. However, on this particular day, a full 20 minutes had elapsed, and the train exhibited no indication of coming to a halt. Monica was beginning to feel anxious. She had absolutely no idea where she was located either.
I'll go to the driver's cabin and contact him. Maybe he can help.
Given the circumstances, Monica activates her mobile phone's flashlight and cautiously proceeds toward the engine room. She persistently knocks on the door of the driver's cabin, regardless. There is no response from inside. Monica's breathing was becoming irregular from fear. She took a moment to calm her breath, and then she settles down on her seat. At this point, she was simply waiting for the train to come to a halt so she could disembark, seek assistance, and contact her father from there. Another 10 minutes drift by in this manner. Abruptly, the train commences to decelerate. Observing the train's speed diminish, Monica starts to feel a sense of relief. In just a few minutes, the train stops at some institution. Outside, it was utterly pitch black. There was absolutely no illumination visible anywhere at the station. Monica cautiously peeked out of the window and observed that there wasn't a single soul present on the platform. Now Monica was becoming even more frightened. She swiftly took out her mobile phone and dialed her dad's number once again.
Dad, the train has stopped at some station, but I can't figure out which station it is. It's completely dark outside. There's darkness on the platform too, but I don't see anyone around. What should I do?
Dear, kindly verify your live location once more, and you will discover the current position of your train. Monica examines her location and becomes aware that she is situated in an unfamiliar place that even the GPS is unable to track. Monica subsequently contacted her father.
Father, what exactly is happening to me right now? Even the GPS is unable to accurately track this particular location. Where should I proceed from here? Please come, Father. I'm frightened.
Suddenly, the call is unexpectedly disconnected due to the loss of signal. Monica starts to wander without direction around the station, looking for a way out. Then she observes a considerably large board situated there.
The station's name must be written on this. Let me check with the flashlight.
As soon as she illuminates the considerably large board with her flashlight, she begins to tremble uncontrollably. The board was completely drenched in blood, and droplets of blood were still trickling down from it. Monica, utterly terrified, starts sprinting back in the direction of her train. At that moment, her phone rings. "Don't be scared, dear. Be brave. Go back the way your train came. Look around. There must be something, maybe a church or building. Try, and as soon as you see anything, tell me right away. I'm also trying to get help from the police." Wiping her tears, Monica starts running the other way as her dad said. The darkness thoroughly enveloped the entire pathway. As Monica continued to sprint forward, she could distinctly hear the sound of numerous footsteps trailing behind her. It seemed as though a multitude of individuals were in pursuit of her. Monica, utterly terrified, glanced back, but there was nothing but an eerie silence. She persisted in running with every ounce of her strength. Abruptly, she heard a voice whispering in her ears. It seemed as though someone was vehemently yelling out her name with great intensity. Monica was now so utterly terrified that she lacked the courage to even glance back, clutching a mobile device firmly in her hand. She was sprinting swiftly in the narrow beam of the flashlight. Abruptly, her running steps came to an immediate halt. She noticed that a woman was suspended upside down on a tall pole, her long hair flowing wildly in the wind, and she was laughing loudly with a terrifying expression on her face. Monica's throat felt parched with fear. She no longer possessed the courage to proceed any further. Therefore, she pivots back in the direction of the station. As soon as she pivots back, she observes a man sprinting towards her from afar. His entire physique appeared to be covered in cuts and bruises. His face looked extremely frightening, as though it had been crushed somewhere, and he was frantically waving his hand to prevent her from continuing to run on the track. Monica was now uncertain about where to proceed. In a state of panic, she glances back towards the pole. Merely a few minutes earlier, a woman had been resting against it, but now the pole was utterly vacant. The path ahead also seemed entirely deserted. Therefore, to evade that man, Monica resumes running on the track once more. After running for a while, she notices an automobile stationed close to the track. Monica reaches for her mobile device to inform her father about the vehicle, but she realizes that the phone's battery has completely drained.
The car's headlights are on. That means there must be someone in the car. What should I do? Should I ask for help or just wait for my death at this haunted station?
Monica contemplates for a moment and subsequently positions herself in front of the automobile, gesturing with her hand. Observing Monica in such a distressed state, a gentleman emerges from the vehicle and inquires, "What seems to be the issue at this late hour? What are you doing on the railway track? Is everything all right?" Monica was breathing heavily, and it appeared she might lose consciousness at any given moment. Noticing her condition, the man assists her into the car. "Come in and tell me what's wrong."
I don't know what's happening to me. I don't know how I ended up in this place. Despite my best efforts, I can't seem to get out of here. Can you tell me what this place is?
Monica was lost in her own thoughts, speaking continuously, when she realized that the young man, who seemed to be in a hurry, was taking her back toward the platform.
No, please. Where exactly are you taking me? I really don't want to return there.
As Monica articulates these words, the boy flashes a grin and casts a glance backward. In the following instant, the boy's visage commences to transform, and he metamorphoses into the very same man who had been relentlessly pursuing her along the railway track. A loud, piercing scream escapes from Monica's mouth, and she descends into a state of panic, running once more like a madwoman. She could distinctly hear the relentless footsteps of that man pursuing her from behind. While sprinting, she eventually finds herself in front of her train once more. With no other viable options, she boards the train again, attempting to conceal herself and... She conceals herself beneath a seat. Monica's whole body was completely drenched in perspiration. She was still quivering with terror. The fear had seized her mind so intensely that the very next instant she fainted from sheer fright. In just a few moments, the train begins to move. And it leaves that station behind and moves forward. After a while, Monica regains consciousness and finds herself in the station's emergency room.
How are you feeling right now, ma'am? You lost consciousness while on your seat. The train personnel brought you here to this location. Please inform someone at your home.
Monica gazed around in astonishment. She still found it challenging to fully comprehend that she had successfully managed to make her way back from that station.
Could you kindly reach out to my father? Ma'am, the battery of your phone was running low, so I have taken the liberty to charge it for you. Here it is.
Monica took out her phone and called her dad.
Hello, where have you been? My dear, I was extremely worried. It's been 3 hours and you still haven't come back home yet.
Father, you are aware of this, aren't you? I did indeed make a call to you.
What exactly are you saying, my dear? Where are you right now? Monica sends her current location to her father. Shortly thereafter, Monica's dad arrives to ensure she gets home safely. While on the way, Monica retrieves her phone to review the call history. In the last 3 hours, she had dialed her dad's number about 10 times. But not once did they actually talk.
I conversed with my dad each and every time, yet the phone only displayed the dialed number. And if it was just my imagination, then while I was unconscious, who made these calls and at what specific time?
Monica had many questions in her mind, the only answer to which, for now, was that after witnessing so much in one night, she was still alive and returning home. Monica wanted to dismiss the unsettling incident from the previous night as merely a bad dream, but then her eyes landed on her car's side mirror. She observed that the exact same terrifying man with the scarred face was walking directly behind her vehicle.